Bloomberg Audio Studios. Podcasts, radio, news.
Single best idea on a 2-hour broadcast. That's what we could do today. There was so much material and the news flow just overwhelming through the day. Thank you to the Bloomberg News team. A sleepless night covering this horror in Utah. We greatly appreciate that. Of course, the FBI with a conference, and I'm sure there'll be more news through the day. The President of the United States speaking on this 11th of September at the Pentagon. Go to Wikipedia and go down Flight 77, and the paragraphs of what was lost at the Pentagon is just heartbreaking. I think it's a lot of things Americans don't know. There's New York, and there's all sorts of clear images of the horror in New York, but I'll tell you, the Pentagon was really something with huge loss at our Department of Navy. We tried to prosecute a normal show on a very non-normal day today. What an honor to have Gershon Distenfeld with us with Alliance Bernstein, truly a giant in fixed income. He gave us his reminiscence of his 11th of September. Here, Gershon Distenfeld on the worry of higher yield.
We've been focused so much on what the Fed's going to do in the latest CPI print and stuff, and we seem to have forgotten about the budget deficit and what's really going to drive the long end of the curve. So, I think that sometime that's gonna become an issue. That's not going away. It's hard to talk about politics on a day as solemn as not just 9/11, but the political assassination of Charlie Kirk, which probably the largest one in the past 50 years. It's a very solemn day to talk about things like this. But there's going to be a time where we're going to have to have a reckoning. I've been on record saying, and this is not a prediction, but it wouldn't shock me if we woke up 2, 3, 5 years from now and we had a very normal curve out to 10 years. The 10-year would have a 3 handle on it, and the 30-year would be 6 or 7%. I think there's going to be a reckoning where, especially foreigners, are not going to want to lend to us.
Gershon Distenfeld there, really hearkening back to our conversation with Kenneth Rogoff of Harvard University a number of days ago. Anna Wong has been extraordinary, an important essay in the last 72 hours on the revisions of jobs, saying, yes, there was a recession-like job economy in 2024. She's more optimistic about a nascent improvement, a better business cycle. Anna Wong on today's inflation statistics.
3.6% is actually the one of the highest since for over 6 months now. So I think the contour of 3 months annualized, and this is a measure that Chris Waller has said he looks at. It's basically, it has troughed a couple months ago, and it's now on a rebound. And I think that what it is that the rate hikes in the last couple of years and the level of Fed funds rate is only sufficient to bring inflation back down to about 2.7 or 2.8%. And thereafter, it has stalled, and it's now going back up.
Just extraordinary analysis from Dr. Wong. Let me explain 3-month annualized units. The biggest problem with surface analysis within the financial media is everybody looks on the y-axis at price change. Far more important is what unit is taken. For example, on ancient Wall Street, people had a real predilection to look at weekly charts and not daily charts, and find value in monthly charts or units of a longer time, even quarterly or yearly charts, just to get a scope away from the day-to-day, hour-to-hour tick of the modern Wall Street. Annualized takes the given data over 1 month, or typically 3 months, 90 days, and we say 3-month annualized, or we say, what was the change over 90 days? And then we take that out and pretend it was over 12 months. There's flaws in it, to be honest. They're, sometimes misused. But I'm sorry, I put very heavy weight in the 3-month annualized statistic. Jason Furman leading a charge on this up at Harvard, along with Dr. Wong of Chicago and Bloomberg. But the 3-month annualized statistics, I haven't seen them yet on goods and services. They're not pretty. It's a podcast on Apple, on Spotify, on YouTube Podcasts. It's Single Best Idea.